Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to all the panels. My name is Haira Aikal bin Sibarudin. My metric number is 192713 and my supervisor is Dr. Namala binti Halimun. This is my final year project, which is the title is Effect of Carbon Storage on Forest Diversity and Biomass under Natural and Rehabilitated Forests. And okay, I will explain about the background of study. So firstly, it explains about the forest habitat that occupy 1/3 of the world land area and among the world's most biologically rich and genetically diverse habitats. Forests are important to us and it also contribute to our country like the national economic growth. According to Sullivan, they revealed that the experiment that plant diversity has facilitated forest production. And according to Lang, plant diversity has a significant impact on the function and resources of ecosystem, especially on soil carbon storage. And last one, forests with high growth rates for tree species like in forest plantation may be a good choice to reduce carbon dioxide emission by carbon sequestration. This is by Kuei. Next, the problem statement. So according to Payne, he said that overall forest decreased from 4.28 billion hectares to 3.99 billion hectares between 1990 to 2015, with global forests decreased from 31.85% to 30.85%. So according to Cheng, he said that rehabilitated forests were developed to recover the forest from getting decreased. However, the increased number of rehabilitated forests can affect the carbon storage, especially on forest diversity and biomass. This is the significance of study. Firstly, it's about to focus on effect of carbon storage on forest diversity and biomass under natural and rehabilitated forests. And we need to know that the carbon storage may affect the density of forest diversity under rehabilitated forests compared to natural forests. And also we need to know that the carbon storage may be also affected the biomass under rehabilitated forests compared to natural forests, where the carbon storage will increase if the biomass increase. This is my objective of the study. So the general objective is to investigate the effect of carbon storage on forest diversity and biomass under natural and rehabilitated forests. So for my research, there are two objectives. Firstly, it's about to determine the forest diversity and also biomass under natural and rehabilitated forests. The second one, to evaluate forest diversity and biomass under natural and rehabilitated forests. This is the literature review that I already reviewed, which is about rehabilitated forests, natural forests, forest diversity and biomass, net carbon storage relate to natural and rehabilitated forests. And the last one, rehabilitated forests and biomass relate to carbon storage. Next, the methodology. So for the sample location, I already carried out at two different locations. First is at Ladang 16 as rehabilitated forest, and the second one at Air Hitam Reserve Forest, which is as a natural forest. So for the sample preparation for forest diversity, this is the process. So first, the sampling preparation had been done at two plots in Ladang 16. However, for every plot there are 3 subplots, and for Air Hitam Reserve Forest there are 3 plots. So after that, I set up the transet for about the measurement is 10 meter times 5 meter, and then all the trees that got inside the plot we will tag, and we will number, and then all of the plant species information like leaf, bark, or the smell of the bark will be collected and recorded. And for the information I brought to the herbarium to identify the species for every type of tree that got in the plot. And next I will use these two equation to find the species richness. Firstly is Shannon index of diversity, and the second equation is Shannon evenness. Okay, next this is for biomass. Firstly I measured the dBH of the tree, and then I will measure the I measured the height of tree by using digital clinometer. For the height of tree I only took at least 3 reading for every plot, and then I will use all these 4 equations to find the estimation of total biomass. So this is the statistical analysis. For the analysis I'm use descriptive statistic to describe, organize, and summarize the data. I use this analysis to determine the value of Shannon index of diversity, Shannon evenness, and also for estimation of biomass. So for the analysis I use IBM SPSS software. So this is the result and discussion for my research. This is the Shannon index of diversity for plot 2009 in Ladang 16. As you can see, the highest number of diversity index is from plot C, which is 2.43, and from the table there are 15 type of species that contained in plot C. Next, okay, this is for plot 2010. The highest diversity index is from plot A, which is the number is 2.178, and in this plot there are 11 type of species. Next, in Air Hitam Reserve Forest, the highest diversity index is from plot C, which is the number is 2.197. So for this plot there are 9 type of species. So for this part I only show the highest number of diversity index. As you can see, there are a lot of type of species for every plot that have highest number of diversity index. Okay, next. Okay, this is the Shannon evenness. So for this part, plot C in Air Hitam Reserve Forest have the highest evenness, which is the number is only 1, and plot C in this forest have the same abundance of species and have number that very near to 0, which means it is only concentrated to only 1 species. Oh sorry, this is for plot C in 2009. Okay, next. Okay, this is for biomass for plot 2009. The highest estimation of biomass is from plot A, which is 47.5 4.576. So based on the bar chart, it showed about the frequency for every estimation for biomass. So for example, for plot A, the estimation of biomass with 4.667 had produced 5.3, and for plot B, there are 6.3 that produce 3.266 biomass, and for C, there are 3 that produce 8.167. So for this three number that I read, it is the highest number of 3 for every plot. Next, for plot 2010, the highest number of biomass is from plot C, which is the number is 79.340. So based on the bar chart, most of the three got the same number. For plot A, there are three biomass that have the same frequency. For plot B, there are two biomass production of biomass got the highest number of 3, and for plot C, the highest production of biomass is 58.011, with the number of 3 is 2. So next, for air hitam reserve forest, the highest number of biomass is from plot B, which is number is 20.949. So from the bar chart, there are two highest production of biomass, and for plot B, the highest production of mass is 2.623, which the frequency is 3. However, for the plot C, all of the frequency are the same. Okay, this is the average estimation of 3 biomass for every plot. Most of the plot that come from Ladang 16 had contributed high value estimation of 3 biomass, especially in plot C in 2010, where most of the plot near hitam reserve forest have a low average estimation of 3 biomass. So here is my conclusion for the research. First, the results show that the diversity index, evenness, and biomass production vary with every types of forest. And next, the forest diversity in air hitam reserve forest, where represent as natural forest, has the highest value of diversity index and got 1.000 for evenness that reveal the varieties of forest species that live in this natural forest compared to rehabilitated forest. For the biomass production, the highest value was found in Ladang 16, which represent a rehabilitated forest, which means that rehabilitated forests contribute more biomass compared to natural forests. Here is my references. Okay, so I think that's all from me. Thank you.